Once more into the tower, and it looks like this clip is going to be one of the shorter ones. Right, this time let's start going through the teleporters. Or at least this one. Well, I wouldn't be so inclined to cause you people problems if you weren't blocking the way to more progress for me. Seriously. All I want to do is go to all 8 gyms and collect the badges so we can try to be called the local champion. But no! Couldn't go through Mount Moon without dealing with you guys. We couldn't move the Snorlaxes out of our way without an item that we needed to clear the Rocket Base and Lavender Tower in order to get the right item. Welcome to level 38, Garm. You're up to 65 wins on the card. Indeed you did, like so many others in this same building. Well, I'm sure that on normal business days when they aren't taken over by a random criminal group, that it would have a lot fewer locked doors forcing you to use the various teleporters. And if it wasn't for the method of how we view the world, I'm pretty sure that the company would have labeled where each teleporter will take you, so the employees don't get confused as hell getting all over the damn place. Though, maybe I'm just giving this company a bit too much credit. It's not like we've ever heard anything about Sylph Company again after the first generation, as far as I remember. Though maybe that's because I wasn't paying enough attention in the right places. Probably should have tried Razor Leaf since it's so consistently getting critical hits around here. Let's see if Tackle does better against a Golbat instead. On second thought, Neo, deal with his poison annoyance before we risk Phyllis accidentally knocking himself out. And of course, Neo was confused near instantly as well. Phyllis, you won't have to worry about being confused by this gas bag. So, let's get this on. As a side note, Neo and Garm are tied at 65 wins. So last place for the current team is rather fierce competition, just like being in second place. And that makes 600 overall trainer Pokemon taken down so far. Just one brother left to deal with. If only I could find it in me to look forward to it. Hell, I can't even look forward to dealing with Giovanni. He's just something to slow us down from dealing with Sabrina. The company building has beds in it? I'm sorry, but I just have to ask why. Is it a thing in some Japanese companies to have beds in the building in case some people are working on an especially tough assignment that takes quite a while to do? because I don't think I've ever seen an American company with any beds in it, even when they expect plenty of people to come from outside the state or country for a meeting at best. They just pay for hotel rooms or just hope the people showing up have their own arrangements. Maybe I'm just not as familiar with how corporations deal with various things. It just caught my attention because this is a game with some very limited assets. You're not going to throw a few beds into the environment for the sake of it when the graphics are this damn basic. Was half worried if we ended up smacking ourselves in that attack that it would be a critical hit due to how criticals just don't seem to be determined by luck when it comes to some moves. It's funny how I'm willing to take on a Zubat about 9 levels lower than us, but a Golbat, even with the same level disadvantage, I end up dealing with a bit more tactically instead of just brute forcing my way through it. Granted, a sentient rock throwing a bunch of non-magical rocks at an oversized bat is certainly quite a visual for actual brute force, but in terms of the game's mechanics, it's far more sensible than, say, telling the water serpent to bite at the ground type, instead of just soaking it down with magical water from nowhere. And that's another trainer down. I know technically speaking we're making progress, but it's hard to feel like it's all that much progress from one clip to the next. Go ahead and call for backup. We've been tearing through you guys all over the place. And if you actually used some tactics of any kind, then maybe you'd make our trip to your boss feel like something other than a foregone conclusion. Good luck with that, considering just how many different types we have on this team. What would be absolutely devastating to Takanobori would mean nothing to Kohaku, and what could one-shot Marbleback is just an annoyance to Phyllis. Good job on the level up there, Phyllis. Yeah. 3 Pokemon in your team isn't gonna be able to exploit all the weaknesses we may have on our team of 6. Sure, we are maybe a little more vulnerable to one or another thing, but you're not gonna stop all 6 with just that few. So, 2 electric types and a poison. Just why did you think that type arrangement would counter our entire team? Again, another rather one-sided battle in our favor. Indeed, and unfortunately you aren't the only one who's been hammered here. You don't get to lecture us about how to battle when you got crushed with ease like that. Sure, there's room for me to improve, a lot of room. I'm not an absolute expert, and I'm pretty complacent in how I fight for the most part, but the fact of the matter is, this works against a vast percentage of the enemies we run into around here. Push me to try to up my game. Don't make it so easy to just steamroll through all obstacles in our path at our own bloody pace. Anyway, time to deal with the final brother. Welcome to level 38, Kohaku. Yeah, time for Taki to up his first place score. Well, that was certainly close to a one-hit win. And that finished him. Makes sense that a Hypno would be more durable than its unevolved form, though it doesn't make sense that he tried to disable our Ice Beam when I don't think we've ever actually used that move in this entire playthrough. It is literally impossible for any of your brothers to avenge you since we've beaten all 4 of you. And I somehow doubt I've lost track of things in that category. I'm sorry, but most of the games I've gone through have been more gritty than silly, with a few exceptions. If anything, I should probably do more silly games just for sheer variety's sake. Yeah, not seeing how you were planning to actually stop us since we've dealt with a lot more of these Magnemites and Koffings all over the place in this tower. It's not like those 2 were any stronger than a lot of the Pokemon we've dealt with from other unnamed trainers around here. Not really, that's why I'm continuing to move on and keep trying to clear the Tower of Rockets and Rocket-affiliated people. And again, it's more than a little annoying that we fought against Team Rocket in 4 locations so far in the game, and yet I have no emotional reaction to dealing with them outside of nostalgia, which this entire game gives me plenty of. Well, Taki's looking a little worn down right now. Still, he had more than enough left in him to finish off that Machoke. Well, I'm not. Takanabori is a bit of a badass. Yeah, 1 more floor and an annoying number of teleports. Teleports that won't even be on the same floor where we want to go. Right, what attack did we just gain? Kohaku, say hello to a damn solid move that Marbleback managed to learn on his own. That's certainly a big upgrade to his offense, though again, we're probably not going to use it all that often since Horn Attack seems to get the job done well enough for the most part. I'm pretty sure he's expecting us already at this point. It's not like we were subtle, fighting our way through all the other guys in this building, after all. And a few of them probably got on the phone to say, "Boss, Badass Kid is on the way. Another level up on the team, another excuse for us to switch to someone else. 115 wins is certainly a great number to stop for Takanabori for now. Bloody hell, that hit wasn't critical and it wasn't Marbleback's primary typing. I know, it shouldn't be in any way surprising that the rock Pokemon hits hard, but still. Yeah, that's definitely overkill, and again, I'd like to know just how much overkill that was. And yet another level up. We've certainly had quite a few of those so far. Seems Neo is the only one who hasn't gotten to the level 38 just yet. And that makes 620 overall trained Pokemon defeated in this playthrough so far. As you just saw, we have a number of tough ones on our team as well. It's going to take a lot more than that to make us in any way intimidated to deal with a guy that we've already beaten once. Anyway, there's absolutely no way for us to get to the chairman's office from the staircase or the elevator, so that kind of makes me wonder why they bothered letting the staircase and elevator come over here if it has no connection with the only room on this floor. Probably not really worth wondering about why the building was constructed like that, though, since the only reason we went into it was to deal with trouble. Not to deal with any kind of actual business.